my lunch out to the field every day. You get your hands in it, plant your roots in it, dusty headlight dance with your boots in it. Tires on it, build your cornfield, whiskey bonfires on it. You bet your life on it. It's down, Texas, clay. You grew up on that plowed up ground that your dad damn his love on that post game party field. You circle up on, and when it rains, you get stuck on. Triple plow back behind. Rosie and I had 5 children. One died at birth. Tough times, tough years, but we did okay. You mixed some sweat with it, taking a shovel to it. You stuck some crosses and some painted gold posts through it. You know you came from it, and someday you'll return to this house. I asked Rosie one time. She wanted to travel and see the world. No, she said, the world comes right to my window every day. And if it is broken, you know you came from it. And someday you'll return to this house. Red clay, you grew up on that plowed up ground that your dad damn his love on that post game party field. You circle up on, and when it rains, you get stuck on. Triple plow back behind county roads that you run up the mud on them jeans that you peeled off and hung up the blue. Hot summertime smile looks so good that it hurts. Makes you wanna build a 10% down white picket fence house on this dirt. Makes you wanna build a 10% down white picket fence house on this dirt. See, Rosie was right about 2 things. You don't have to see the world to be worldly. Just raise good children, bake good enough pies. The world will come right to your kitchen window. She was right about something else, too. I built that baseball diamond way too close to the kitchen. You know you came from it. Yeah, someday you'll return to it.
Alright, folks, right here on Mormon Talk, Mormon Talk After Talk special, part 2. We call it the part 2 because it shows the part 1. This is the part 2. Right now we're going to talk a little bit about some of the topics. We had elder care, Templar behavior, care for your church, and how to help your area. And then also we had thanking the elders in closing song. Now, what we're going to do on here is we're going to talk a little bit about we're going to talk about two topics. The first one, and we're going to talk about we're going to talk actually three: temple trip, and then how to help your area. Well, you know, I don't care what faith you are. When you see an elder come to your door or a missionary, don't and whoever watches this, please listen to this. Don't just judge me because I'm Mormon and you heard all these little stories about multiple wives and but anyway, still, it's just crazy. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Don't judge because oh I'm a Christian or oh no I'm sorry I'm Catholic. Oh no I'm sorry I'm Muslim. Oh I'm sorry we're Buddhists. We're all children of God, no matter what faith you are. We are all children of God. Doesn't matter whether you believe this, whether you believe that. When it's someone talking about the Lord, you listen. You don't have to accept what they tell you, but listen. They could be right, like some of the elders that we have around here. They ride around on bikes to teach people, and you slam a door on their face, and all they do is smile. Smile! Think about this. They come from other countries, other states, to come here, or Africa, or England, or wherever. Hell, you can be Unitarian or Baptist. It doesn't matter. So I'm just telling you, right now, to listen. Don't judge. Listen to what they have to say, because they traveled a long way to say it. And just love them, and just be happy. They're missionaries. They're not people trying to sell you, oh, here, hey, I'm from the such and such, here, buy this product. That's a person right there. You still listen to what they have to tell you, but then you tell them no thanks and you close the door. But just listen to what they have to say. Listen to what they have to tell you, because they traveled a long way to tell you. They leave missionaries, male missionaries, they leave their families for 2 years. 2 years! To teach you, even if you're not a member of the Mormon faith, to teach you about what the faith means. This book right here, the Book of Mormon, you see that? You see that? Mine has 3 different books in it, but you see that? Right there. The Book of Mormon. This book has been judged by so many other faiths. You know what? You can't judge something until you read it. So go grab your own, open it up, and read it. Because before you judge my faith and the members of my faith, our president Thomas S. Munson, you read this. You learn what we are. Because you know what? We don't drink. We don't smoke. We just believe. We take care of each other. We help each other. If we need to do like if one of our members is an elderly woman and she can't do her she can't clean her yard. As members of the church, as members, and with her, we'll go over there and help her clean the church. We'll give her a ride home from church. We help each other. Do you? And for you, and this is a little message I'm going to tell you for the Muslim world. Don't hate me. I'm not judging you. And for the Israeli world. You know what? I'm going to tell you this. For you people who are Muslim, or should I say Islamic, and for you people who are Islamic, who are Jewish, you know what? I'm going to tell you this right now. I want you to listen, and I want you to listen good. Stop all this fighting. It's not your land. It's not their land. You know what? The Jewish people live there, okay? They lived there. They wanted peace. They wanted harmony. They wanted salvation. They didn't get it, so they left with Moses and a whole bunch of them. They went to Europe. And you know what happened to them? The Nazis came in and they took them to concentration camps. or labor camps. And for the elderly Jewish women and Jewish men and the youngest children, they told them, "Oh no, you're going to go take a shower." And you know what they did? They gassed them. And then they come back, and the country of Israel comes up, and what happens? All these other countries, all these Islamic countries, oh, we don't want them here. They don't belong here. This is ours. This is. You know what? You don't do that to your neighbor. You know what you tell them, welcome. Welcome to be here. I'm glad you're here. You work together. You know what? You want to make money? You have commerce with each other. Commerce. Cowboy Nick, what's commerce? Commerce means trade, as in trade things, trade gas, trade oil, trade whatever, trade. You know, you could you do it with the United States and everything. You trade oil, you trade for cars, you trade for food, you do all that. You know what? You do that with the Israelis too, and you could live in peace together and harmony. You know what? For all you people who are Islamic and Jewish, I want you to watch a video. It's called Inside 9/11 by the National Geographic Channel. Look for it at your local Barnes & Nobles, or look for it online. Watch it, because there's a part in there where the two people were on the street, one of them Muslim, one of them Jewish. And you know what? When the building collapsed, they didn't care what they were or where they came from. They got each other out of the building and continued on to live their lives. And you know what? That is amazing. And look at these radicals. Oh, I'm going to do this for God. Crashing a plane into a building is not doing something for God. I don't care what your faith is. Crashing a plane or blowing yourself up for God. You know, God doesn't want that. God does not want that. God wants peace. God wants us to all love. And that's what happens when you judge. And you don't have to fire a gun to hurt someone. When you judge a missionary, you're judging God. Because you're saying, oh, we're Christians, so we don't have to listen to this. Look, I believe in God as just like you do. I'm just because my title is Mormon. You know what? People always say, oh, the Book of Mormon. You know what? I'm a Mormon, but my title is not Mormon. I am a Latter-day Saint, known as LDS. Ever heard of it? No. Because all you do is you judge, because people from other faiths judge. You judge for who or what others are. You look at a Mormon and you think, oh, he's got multiple wives. He's got this. He's got that. You know what? No, I don't. I don't have multiple wives. I don't even have a wife, see? No ring on my finger. I'm still in the YSA ward. I'm 26 years old. I don't have a wife yet. I'm not married. But would I want to get married in one of the temples? Yes. Why? Look it up on Google. The temples are some of the most in California or wherever state you live in. Look them up. Find out for yourself. The temples are some of the most beautiful places. And you know what? I have respect for your faith. I respect the Pope. I respect all faiths. I respect everyone for who they are and what they do. Not for what faith they are or what color their skin is. I respect them for who they are, and that's how you treat an elder. That's how you treat an elder. Another thing that our church needs to do is we need to give the elders. You don't have to give them like money or something like that, but you can give them something that they can, like, instead of always having to go out and having the members buy themselves, because you don't want the members have to save their money too. But you know what you could do? You could buy them MREs. What are MREs? Meals ready to eat. The military has been eating them for years, since the 60s. How does it work? You take a bag, you get a bag, it will have like spaghetti or beef stew or rice and beans or whatever, and you take it, click on the bottom part, you click it, you set it out for 5 minutes, and then you open it up and you can eat it. That's how good it is. And you eat them, and you can have them. And you can get a lot of them, and you can give those to the elders and have them there so the elders can have something. In case they don't have any dinner plans, they can have some of that. Or for their lunch, if they're biking and everything, they can have some of that to rejuvenate, and for the sisters as well, to rejuvenate themselves and give them everything that they need so they can continue to teach everyone about God and continue on their missions and continue to go out there and have a great time. The other thing that members should do, who are members of the church and in their wards, whatever ward they are in, you know what? If your elders need help, help them. Don't tell them, oh, your jacket's ripped. You know what? If their jacket's ripped from all the hard work they've been doing, go ahead and sew it for them. If they need to wash their clothes, don't let them have to go to a laundry mat. Let them bring their stuff over to your house and let them wash it there. I would totally, if the elders needed to, I would totally have the elders come over to my house and let them use my wash machine and dryer. I have no problem with that. You know what? And all that stuff. You know, allow them to get a little bit of extra sleep so they have the energy to teach. You know, allow them to have a little bit, and instead of having them talk to their parents for holidays and stuff, allow them to at least write letters home and say, "Hey, Mom, I'm here," and let them do it like once a month. You know, "Hey, Mom, I'm here." I said this, and they say, "Hey, Mom or Dad, I'm here in such and such area. I'm doing good. I love you. I miss you." And allow them to bring a picture with them and have them take that picture, put the picture with them, and let them have their time and let them, they have their picture. Yeah, so they know that they're safe. I see mission thing where it says missionaries coming home, and it's an old video. But you know what? A mother who didn't see her kid for 2 years. What did she start doing? She cried and she jumped into his arms. You know what? You know where else I see that? When you go off to war. And you know what? Missionaries are not for war. They're for peace. They teach, they learn, and all that stuff. And if you're going to send a missionary to an area of the world where it's dangerous, like Africa and things like that, give them a little protection. Allow them to be safe. Allow them to have the protection they need so that they can do what they need to do. You can have a missionary who has protection, who can be in who could be in like the Somalia area region. If they have to teach right there, give them some security so that they can be safe and their parents don't have to worry. And also, if you are going to Africa on your mission, I suggest you get a net, you get a net for yourself, and even when you go to bed, even though it's hot, wear a long shirt and some long pants, because you do not want to get bot fly. So, and if you go to South America, same thing, and all that stuff. Just get those so you don't have to come home and have bot fly, a bot fly in you and be sick and stuff like that. So you can take care of yourself and your parents don't have to worry. So you just do those things and you'll be just fine. And another thing I'm going to talk to you about too is how can you care for your, and is how can we, and I'm going to say this, to all the elders who are out there, I'm going to say this to you. Thank you for doing what you're doing, because you're helping Heavenly Father and you're helping the world learn that we're not this, we're not that, because all these little rumors about us needs to stop. It needs to stop. Elders, thank you. Sisters, thank you. Continue what you have to do. Continue helping people find their way, find the light. Don't judge me because of what my faith is or what my skin tone is. And you know what? Just the other day, I went to the temple. I was on a temple trip. Okay? Now this is what makes me mad. Alright? And I'm going to tell you this. This is what makes me mad. Alright? You go to an area. Alright? You go into a temple trip. You have sisters with you. You have brothers with you. But, you know what? When you're on the road, you don't turn around and be like a little kid who's, drinking its juice or something like that. We had a girl on ours. I'm not going to give you her name, but we had a girl with us. Me and another sister were just talking and, just relaxing and having a good time. She kept turning around in her seat, and her seatbelt would keep coming off. And it would just keep coming off, and it would do things like that, and you would see that, and we would just keep talking, and she would keep doing, and keep turning around, and keep turning around, keep turning around, and things like that, and it's ridiculous, and it was ridiculous. We couldn't talk without her, you don't butt in, when you go to a temple trip, you don't butt into other people's conversations. You enjoy yourself. You sit straight, and you don't act up. You know what? Like when I go to church, the same girl, if I don't sit next to her, if I want to sit by myself, what does she do? She just stares. just and all that stuff. You know what? When you're in that, when you're there to pray and to do all that stuff, you don't do that. Even when we go to classes and we separate for the brothers and the sisters, or Relief Society, as we call it, she doesn't like that. She just looks at me like, and has to go and wait for me. But you know what? I don't like that. You're not supposed to do that when you are there to pray or have faith. That's not what you do. And the last thing I'm going to say is this. For all you, I'm going to say this again, for all those who are different faiths, you know what? Just because you pray and you say you do this for God, doesn't mean you're actually doing it for God. You want to do something for your God or for God. I hate when this does that. When my computer does it, like you don't touch anything and stuff like that for a while, and it just like turns off a little bit. You know what you do? Go out there, you teach other people about your faith, so that rumors and stuff don't get you mixed up. I'm Cowboy Nick. Thank you for joining us on the After Hour, on the After Mormon Talk Part 2. Thank you.